Ladies and gentlemen, this is EmekaTheStar. That 40-year-old boy. That boy that's actually a man. And that man that's actually a boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you EmekaTheStar. I went to a primary school called Early Life Primary School, Festa Town. The primary 4, I did the common entrance to Federal Government College, Janiki, Lagos, 1996. Don Jazzy and his younger sister attended my school. That school has birthed over 6 or 7 famous Nigerians, not only Don Jazzy. There is an MAVCA winner, a notable, important, very important fine boy actor in Nigeria that attended that school that was actually a prefect. Don Jazzy, as young as he was in SS3 class, a young man would walk into a stage, single out talents, promote them to perform, build the stage for you to perform, host the events to bring a crowd to perform, publicly announce to the crowd that you are going to perform and they should look forward to you performing. And the effects for the drama group. It was that bad that when they needed fire, Don Jazzy gave them fire.
Hello and welcome to another mind-blowing episode of Unscripted Seat. Yes, I said mind-blowing because every week we blow your mind. I remain the beautiful Z of the good life, the Gen Z of the house, and I am not alone. I have the beautiful, the delectable, the Ankara queen herself, Debby Billions. This your Ankara today is giving. You look good, baby.
Thank you.
You look fine.
Thank you, Z.
And we have the husbandman, our daddy,
Mommy.
our shawarma,
Stop it.
barbecue, pepper soup, chocolate, anything sweet what you want to call him. Naim he be. We have Edafe, the Dmouthpiece.
Gracias.
You're looking good too.
Thank you.
Today everybody's just looking
serving.
Everybody's serving.
Model
vibes. Okay, what are we doing today? What are we giving today, John Dumelo?
No. Ramsey Noah with a touch of Kunle Remy.
With this black skin, Ramsey Noah.
No, the outfit is
Yeah, the outfit, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, then his skin is Jim Ike.
Okay. I see. You'll be fine. Today is going to be mind-blowing. See, when I say mind-blowing, I know what I am talking about. We have somebody in the room with us. He is a voiceover artist, an actor, a singer, a full-on entertainer. Being with this man has shown me that resilience and strength is not just by carrying muscle everywhere. We have with us Unwasisi Emeka, a.k.a. EmekaTheStar.
Yes.
Hello, Emeka.
Welcome.
Thank you for that intro. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
I think you should do that. This is EmekaTheStar, the 40-year-old man who has...
Of course, why wouldn't
Do that
I?
for me,
Go
do that for me.
ahead.
Give it to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is EmekaTheStar. That 40-year-old boy. That boy that's actually a man. And that man that's actually a boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you EmekaTheStar.
This is amazing. This is amazing. I love this. I really love this. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for that.
When I saw voiceover artist, I remember seeing your first video, and I was like, voiceover artist. Then I scrolled and I saw that, okay, he has different voices.
Different textures, not just different voices.
Different textures.
Yeah.
And this is one of them. That one you just gave is one of them. Then your regular talking voice is one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I could imagine.
And then he does his big brother voice.
Yes. Can you do that one again?
Yes.
Okay.
This is Big Brother. EmekaTheStar. Please report to the diary room.
I will definitely report to that. I will report to that diary room. I don't have a choice.
He's a complete entertainer.
Yes, you are a complete entertainer.
I saw this video where it was going to the red carpet and I was like, this is beautiful.
Yes.
God bless you for that. Thank you.
Mind you, I did not add makeup artist.
Oh, yeah.
He's a man of many talents. Brilliant. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
And
you.
before we go on, I want to thank our amazing sponsors, Iko Gas, our restaurant, and
This Glam for always glamming us.
yes, thank you so much for making this show possible.
Yeah.
So, EmekaTheStar.
Yes.
We've Googled you. I like to say that on this show. We've Googled you.
It's nice to know that someone Googled.
We've checked here and there,
Okay.
and we came across a particular video on your TikTok page that says that you listed different people that Emeka
Not
the
just
Star.
people. I
Okay.
would say, was it 6 or 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Prominent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prominent
Most
people.
important Nigerians in the world.
True.
No.
You listed prominent Nigerians that you have either assisted with your ideas, and you said so many things in that video, like, oh, this was my idea, this was my idea.
You brought some of them to start.
Yes, you brought you gave some of them their names. Can you please tell us about that? These different people, you listed Don Jazzy, for example. Let's start from Don Jazzy.
Don Jazzy.
So tell us, how exactly did that happen?
Okay. When I went to primary school called Early Life Primary School, Festac Town, and at my 4th class, after primary 4, I did a common entrance, and I somewhat somewhat failed, but I still got the admission to Federal Government College, Ijaniki, Lagos, 1996. Now, if you do your calculations to now that I'm 40 to 2025, 1996, I was about 10 or 11 or 12. Now, JSS1, I got admitted, and lo and behold, that school has birthed over 6 or 7 famous Nigerians, not only Don Jazzy.
Wow.
Yes. There is an MAVCA winner, an actor, a notable, important, very important fine boy actor in Nigeria that attended that school that was actually a prefect.
You want to tell us the name?
It was a press prefect.
You want to tell us the name?
Tell us the name.
Why not?
Tell us. I like to get the tea.
Not now, much later. I think he will reveal himself later. But he's notable for fine boy that he is, and he won an African Magic Movie Award
recently.
Way back.
Okay,
way back. He's not a young boy, a young timer or anything like that. He's one of the, should I say, the fresh face historian of the youths of Nigeria. In the right direction and making an impact in the right direction. But I call them the real Gen Zs with intellect, not the Gen Zs with only money in the pocket.
All right, so you were telling us about Don Jazzy.
So weird occurrence is that Don Jazzy and his younger sister attended my school. Her name was Joy Enebeli. And Don Jazzy's surname is Enebeli. Now, see, I was in JSS1, he was in SS3, about to leave. Now, Don Jazzy was known for this. And he's still known by all of us that attended that school in that era that he attended. He was the head of everything social in school. You cannot compare, you can't phantom the talent he had. Don Jazzy could turn a room into a showroom of pure lights and glamour in such a, I don't know how he did it. This guy was a planner, but a planner of entertainment. Don Jazzy, as young as he was in SS3 class, a young man would walk into a stage, single out talents, promote them to perform, build the stage for you to perform. Host the events to bring a crowd to perform. Publicly announce to the crowd that you are going to perform and they should look forward to you performing. And he will also promote you that you are going to perform to ginger the crowd to come to watch your performance.
All of this was happening like...
He was the event planner. He was the promoter. He was the contractor. He was the director. He was the stage director.
Oh, wow.
He even brought special effects.
Oh.
Are you serious?
Don Jazzy would bring a drama group. Direct that drama group.
Are you serious?
Organize the stage for the drama group.
In SS3.
Bring the costumes and the props for the drama group.
Meaning he's been like...
And the effects for the drama group. It was that bad that when they needed fire, Don Jazzy gave them fire. When they needed fire at a particular stage or a part of the story, Don Jazzy will give them that fire.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Now, we had a hall where we were to host anything social.
Yeah.
And it was a hall that had our library and a event hall. Now, almost, should I say, all the school's events was hosted in that hall. But the whole school left it all to Don Jazzy to just take control. And he did an amazing job at it.
Oh, wow.
Don Jazzy gave me the best memories in school.
Wow.
I still remember a particular drama that he did, that he organized. They wanted fire. Don Jazzy gave them, you know that fleets that you just go...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right there, back then when it was not even existing, nobody knew what it was.
Yeah.
Even in the movies, it was not existing. Only in America they were doing that. But this young man brought it to us to entertain us.
Oh, wow.
And some people had amazing memories of school because of him.
Jazzy. Wow.
And when he wanted to graduate, the whole school, this guy hosted the school party to graduate. And this guy invited other schools in that SS3 class to come and watch and be part of it.
Aww.
Hey, God. That was the dawn of the jazz. He was the Jazzy that was the dawn of the jazz of entertainment in school. So, while I was watching one of his events at night, I still remember a drama where they had to use the fire, the spray on the fire. I just kept on looking around and I was like, is this what this boy was? Is this what this boy achieved? What the hell? I was like, he can do even so much more. This is a billionaire. What's going on? I was like, wait, this guy can just venture into event planning, this and that, directing this and that, but that's not really his thing. Then I had this flashback, like this vision, like portrayed in my eyes, where I saw him promoting 3 girls, like a 3 group, like Destiny Child.
Yeah. Okay.
Right there in school, this guy brought his fellow classmates, 3 girls, and formed them into a group, a dance group.
Oh, wow.
To be like the Destiny Child.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Like, at that age, what the heck?
And you saw that happen already.
I was like, wait, that's what he's supposed to be doing now. This is supposed to be a music producer, music director. He should be in music. And back then, I loved jazz.
Okay.
When I used to listen to jazz, even as young as I was. I think I was just about 12 years old back then. Yes. Then I was like, this guy is jazzy. And he's the dawn of this jazz. And wow, that's a beautiful name. Dawn Jazzy. You're the dawn of entertainment. You've got the jazz. And you're the dawn of it. So I said, wow, that's the name I'm going to give him. But before then, he hated me with passion. Oh, Lord. He hated me with passion. All of you called Don Jazzy, I gig and all of that, but I just laugh at you guys. But the rest of us who knew him in school back then knew who he really was. Don Jazzy is not a nomadic lover. He's not a Casanova. He's not all these childish men that go ranting and raving about their escapades. He's not childish. He's matured. He keeps it private.
That's why I have a...
Because you have to respect the woman if you love a woman. This guy had a love interest. I don't know if you permit me to say this,
give
but
us
he
gist.
had a
us the
love
gist.
interest. A half Liberian, half Nigerian.
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh. The love interest was so beautiful. Because everyone loved their friendship. It was mind-blowing. They were together 2-4-7. It was that bad that he made the girl younger brother his school son.
Wow.
Just
They
to
were
stay close
obsessed.
always.
You will see them hand in hand, walking together, taking long strolls. I was so jealous. Oh my goodness. So all of that, I was like, wait, this guy with all these talents cannot just come outside and be one kind of because one thing, you could have passion for what you do and still end up in an abusive hand. Where they just use all that passion and you will not feel it because you have passion for what you do. You won't feel it. You won't even know you're being used. So that was it. I was like, oh, this guy has to be the head of it all. So that is it. A few days later, I met him at the school auditorium. That's where the teachers and the proprietors and the vice principal and all of that, that's where the office is, the school office, the school admin. So I walked up to him. He was sitting with his friends. I walked up to him. I was a bit scared because he didn't like me at all. He couldn't stand. There were instances where he told me not to come close. It was this girl that
said it
directly to me that don't come near me. There was this girl that was, I leave him alone, Gary, Chichi's friend. And he will shun the Chichi for making me a friend. Then he didn't like me at all. He was really, couldn't stand me. He does not like feminine men. He doesn't like them at all. But I think, like, maturing in entertainment, just let go. But beforehand, and I still hand, he still can't stand feminine men. He can't stand it. So then I walked up to him. I was like, sorry. He said, yeah, what's happening? I was like, then I told him what I wanted to tell him. And he was like, I don't remember the details, but it said something like, what name should I use? Then that's when I opened up my mouth and said, Don Jazzy, because you're the Don of the Jazz. And that was it. Then I now gave another one and said, when you mature, like really mature, if you were ever to leave the country to the UK and you meet someone called Benji, bring him down here. Let him be the first talent you manage. And his name should be D'banj.
Wow.
So I came up with the two. Don Jazzy
And D'banj.
Wow.
And they stuck to the name.
Yeah. I say you should bring him down here and his name should be D'banj. Bring him down here. It should be the first act and it should be the beginning of
Great things.
the Don of the Jazz. Don Jazzy.
Oh, wow.
That was it.
And that was it. So I'm curious, after Don Jazzy and the you mentioned that you did some tryouts.
Yes.
For Nigerian idols and all that.
Yeah.
How did all of that go?
Okay. Since age 12, I have been on a journey to stardom. I've been chasing, having opportunities, and thinking that those opportunities will favor me because of the ideas that I exchanged for those opportunities. Because I thought that I would get a return from them and somehow become famous. So I was making moves to become famous because from a tender age, I wanted to be someone really big in this country. I didn't want to be an ordinary person. I wanted to be a big star. So I would set out every day, dress up, brush my teeth, polish my skin, dress up, on the move. And I met random people as a boy. Random people that became the stars of today. After giving them brand ideas and brand names.
They stole the ideas.
I don't know. They didn't steal it. I gave it to them. We had an agreement, but the thing about it is that 99% of men can't stand feminism in men. They can't stand it. Even if you want to say, oh, I don't blow, Jerry, all those things are supposed to consign me. Man, your friends will change your mind. Your environment will change your mind. Your mother will change your mind. So there is no room for any kind of, shall I say, pity. Your friends will say, oh, my life, fuck fucking business. Sorry for that. Well, his friends will tell you that, look, give you idea, and so wait, see, so wait, you can for this one, they behave like which guy, when they behave like, no, it's not possible.
True. Oh, wow.
So mine go change sharp. Like a star like me with this kind of person. What am I trying to say? Like Nigerians who hate me. What do I do? There's a dilemma.
Yeah.
To be or not to be.
Yeah.
So can you give us an example or a few examples? I don't want to
Like
I don't want to name names from the video that I saw,
Yeah.
but can you give us example of people
names.
that, aside Don Jazzy and the band, other people who you gave them ideas and they are who they are
Former
today?
president of this very good nation.
Oh,
Wow, that is
Oh,
Sir Ebele Goodluck Jonathan.
You gave him an idea.
how you met him.
what idea?
I was 16 years old. I went to the island to go chase opportunities to become famous. I was dressed in a similar color like this, a white shirt and a brown trouser. Yeah, and it's strange I'm dressed in the same thing now. And it was a corporate.
Okay.
There was the launch of the Silverberg Galleria, 2001. That's by Ben Murray Bruce, owner of Silver Group of Companies. The launch of Silver Galleria. Now, at CMS Road, heading to Adela Deco and Bar Beach, that road is known for mad traffic each time, for years.
True.
Now, the hosting of this great Silverberg Galleria, that's the building itself, the whole Galleria empire. Now, he invited the late Stella Obasanjo, who was his dear friend then. So, Sir Ebele Goodluck Jonathan was actually Deputy Governor of Bayelsa State at that time. Now, Ben Murray Bruce is from Bayelsa State.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
So, he invited his best friend and the governor. Well, I never say I was the governor back then, where he was having issue with, you know what was going on back then, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, he couldn't attend. Now, Sir Ebele Goodluck Jonathan attended that event. Well, guess what? He was late on arrival due to the traffic on a long CMS road.
Okay.
Now, Sam Ben Murray Bruce came on. He was actually, I think he was the DJ of NT at that time also. Was he after? I don't remember. But he complained on national television about that prominent problem in Lagos State.
Okay.
So, my boss that I was in was able to maneuver the hold up.
Okay.
We started from behind, but we almost getting to the front.
Wow.
Yeah, and the driver was an amazing driver. That was real driving. So then the security official stopped him.
Okay.
Asked all the whole passengers to alight from the bus. But looked at me and said, no, you stay.
Okay.
Maybe because I was well dressed. I guess I was politely, respectfully just decent enough for them to wrap me around. So then, lo and behold, then the deputy governor of Bayelsa State was bothered that same boss with his wife and a few of his entourage so they could get to that event
as quickly as
on
possible.
time.
Oh.
Now, from the age 12, I had been on a mission to give ideas. And someday pray that those ideas will make me have my own idea to become one of the biggest people in this country. I was on a mission. I was on a big mission. I'm still on that mission. So, but one thing strange about me was that I'm what you call a seer. Now, I tried to tell this story to different media groups. I won't mention their name, but they turned it down and said the fact that you're using the word seer is not allowed in the broadcasting. But I checked it up and I said it was not against the law. That a seer is almost like a pastor, so anything religious is not ruled out. So why did you say that? Boy, they didn't want that. I guess they were like, why would a girl be a seer? They didn't want that. So I think that's what the main reason. Then, so big up for you guys giving the story. So I was religiously gifted with a gift to give messages on prosperity, love, and sudden death.
Oh, wow.
As little as 12.
But did you in any time see the sudden death for somebody, and it happened.
Yeah. Everyone who has died in the past. Stella Bassinger, Michael Jackson.
You saw all of that.
Whitney
Saw
Houston.
them?
That's another story that will blow your mind.
Oh, wow.
Well, we're still on this bus.
Okay, let's
We're
go
still
to
on the bus.
Goodluck
Yeah.
Jonathan.
So when that boss, then like a trance, like a pouring of water, I just turned around like this. So Goodluck Jonathan was right behind me. And I turned my back and I looked at him and said, "Sir, I'm sorry, I did not know who he was at that time." Because at that 16, I was already in full dose of depression. All of you know I've heard of my mental issues, where I ran mad at 19. So it was only 3 years after that I ran mad. So I already going deep into depression. And I was already hearing voices. And I was already seeing what I'm not supposed to see. I was already becoming delusional. Like I could see other people when there were no other people. I could hear people when there were no other hearing. But I was still on that mission to achieve. So I was just hearing, seeing, but still going out there, giving my ideas, hoping someday that those ideas will benefit something for me. So I just turned back and I said, "Sir, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know who you are, but sir, you should go into politics." He looked at me like this. He said nothing. He looked at me like this. I said, "Sir, but if you go into politics, you go from second position to the first position and someday become the president of this very country."
That was what you said to
You
him.
told him that you go from second to first.
From second position to first position, someday become the president of this very country. He looked at me. He couldn't say a word. Then I said, "Sir, I'm going to send you to someone. If any day you meet Stella Bassinger, tell her this, I told you this. And she will tell her husband, and he'll be the one that will even push you even more to become the president of this very country." I said, "Sir, I don't know who you are, but please, sir, go into politics. You would climb the ladder. From second position to first position.
Wow.
And you'll be so loved by the whole Nigeria." He looked at me like this. And I said, "To even seal the deal, your mother is a very different, unique human being. She does not get old." He looked at me like this. How I knew that, I don't know how I knew that, but I just do it. I said, "Your mother does not get old. There's something about her that you don't even know, and you get confused. How she looks like your younger sister when she's your mother." I said, "She should step out at midnight and say this prayer for you." That's to finalize everything. He looked at me. Then when the boss got to my bus stop, I think it was that military cantonment or something. Bonnie Camp. I just came down, but I do remember where I came down, but I knew I came down. Then I gave him my address in Festac Town.
You gave him your address?
Yes. There was no GSM and phone back then. So I gave him my address. 41 Road, C Close, Block 1, Flat 1. Shout out to you guys. C Close. At that time, families were supporting the OTCs where we were having our issues, but God bless you guys. So I gave them that address, and I was there. But I don't know, but we later moved out of Festac Town before. But guess what? When I got home, I watched the television and his wife, Patience, Jonathan, Madam Patience Jonathan, came on Newsline and was like, "How can a Nigerian youth not know the deputy governor of Bayelsa State?"
Oh.
I don't know if anyone can remember that. I don't know. But that was me. How would a Nigerian youth not know the deputy of Bayelsa State, deputy governor of Bayelsa State? What's the meaning of that?
Because you
You
said
had no idea who
I
he
did
was.
not know who he was. I did not know.
we're going to definitely go check that out. Because I was pretty young then. So
You could Google investigate it, maybe to pop up, I don't know. But she was the one to make that official news announcement. That how would a young Nigerian not know the deputy governor of Bayelsa State? Lo and behold, he attended that function. And everything came to pass.
Oh, wow.
And Emeka was brought down. He became governor. And from governor, he became deputy.
And vice
Vice president.
President.
From vice president,
President.
he became
President.
president. So from second position to first position. And he
is
became one of the most loved presidents in the whole nation.
But in all of this, did you in any time try to go and look for him? Either when he was the
When he
governor
became
or
the-
when
Yes,
he
so that
became
you
the
can
president?
say,
I did
I
not.
told you this.
I did not.
Deliberately, or you just didn't want it to go?
After Madam Patient Goodluck Jonathan came on news to announce that, I was scared for my life because she sounded very angry. So I just said, "Oh, sorry," and I stayed. But I was still in depression, and I landed in Jesus Catholic Hospital 3 years after. So whose brain do I want to go start give anybody?
Yeah. You said at 16 you were already depressed.
Yeah, I
and
was
then
depressed.
At 19.
how exactly did it go from that point to being in the mental hospital?
Okay, because I told you that I was a seer. And I don't know if I'm still a seer because God took it out of me because of Nigerians didn't want me to tell them. Now, all the deaths at that era, both international and local, I knew about it before it was going to happen. And I knew how it was going to happen. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter. No, Whitney Houston's daughter. Patrick Swayze.
You knew how...
Patrick
they were
Swayze,
all-
Robin Williams,
Oh, wow.
the comedian Robin Williams,
Yeah.
and Dagreen, the actor that did the fuck and play. What's his name? That's one with the very bulky, big as I was light skinned and slightly chubby. That did a movie called Fuck and Play. A Nigerian actor.
Okay.
I met him one-on-one. He was the only one I got the opportunity to meet one-on-one. And I warned only 3.
Okay.
You warned 3 people.
You told
I
them
got the
about
opportunity to warn only 3. The late Stella Obasanjo. Yes. And almost all the American actors that died one after the other. The Fast and Furious actor.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Sam Loco,
Oh, wow.
Mr. Ebru,
So which of them did you warn? Who were
Yeah,
the
who
3
did
that
you
you
meet
warned?
and one?
Mama G, and the fuck and play actor, and Amaomi.
You warned them about what exactly?
Good. Now, the fuck and play actor he died of, I think, the stuff you have when you smoke too much, you drink too much. I think it's that kidney or liver. I don't even know.
Lungs.
But he was already going through dialysis. I met him at a popular Suya Sports in Flexer Town. So I was so happy that I finally got seeing him to warn him of that pending death. I was like, sorry, boss, but you may die soon if you don't stop this, your smoking and drinking. I had to be blunt.
You told him like that?
I told him like that. He had to be blunt because you can't play
how
with
did he
death. You
react?
cannot. He was like,
Oh, so-
he did like this. I know. I'm currently going through dialysis.
Oh, wow.
Then his wife was like, stop this drinking, stop this smoking, stop this drinking. I say, thank God. This will not weigh on my conscience. I was on the verge of losing my senses, losing my brain. I almost landed it was when it got to 19, that is when
Just
went
knock off. Then I was like, thank God. Thank God. This one is not on me. This one is not on me. How do I face God? Then I was lying down in my parlor after watching TV. The one of Stella Obasanjo just came. Poop. A white nurse sliced her anyhow, put her in a cupboard and closed it.
That's what
That
you
was
saw.
what you saw.
Oh, wow.
That was when Emeka saw that I put on television and she was announcing that she's a bit tired, that she wants to go on a holiday and come back fresh for her birthday. That was a secret plan to go have that surgery.
Oh, wow.
So
Then the actor you're talking about, is it Mona Obekwe?
I think that's his name.
That's fair.
That's very fair. Big round eyes.
You finally remember.
Yeah, he has a distinct voice, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the one.
that's true.
The actor that famous gay movie too also.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's the one.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
the one.
He's the
Yes,
one.
Muna.
He's
yes.
the one. Yeah, so I was like, hey, what's going to happen? Then I think the same day or the next day, I don't know. Well, I entered transport, entered road, went to NTA because of Sir Benmore Bruce was the DG of NTA at that time. I was their best friend with Salabasajo. So I went to the security. I was like, excuse me, please, I need to see someone that can get this information to Sir Benmore Bruce immediately. He was like, do you have an appointment? I said, I don't have an appointment. But his best friend, Stella Obasanjo, is about to deceive Nigerians and go on a trip just for in lies that in pretense that she wants to go holiday and rest for her birthday. She's actually going for a surgery and she'll not come back alive.
Ooh.
You said that.
Did they listen to you?
He was like, sorry, if you are not on appointment, you cannot see anybody. I said, are you crazy?
Oh, wow.
I screamed, I shouted, I was like, are you okay? He said, if you are not on appointment, you cannot see anybody. Please leave this place. That was it.
Wow.
I don't know what I did, but later that night, I could remember myself in a corner like this, plucking at my hair. Then, that was another one. Then, I was hearing a voice crushing on Michael Jackson. A male voice crushing on Michael Jackson. Then I closed my eyes. Then I could see his figure dressed up in his costume and dancing like him. But the figure was macho, had muscles, and he was dressed, he was dancing, doing the Michael Jackson dance, he was doing the moonwalk, he was doing exactly what, and he was calling his name. I was like, hey, a fan spirit.
Yeah.
You just decoded that it was.
It was a fan spirit.
Ooh.
And that can, for his fan spirit to be that excited about a star coming over, that means the star is actually coming over. That's a fan spirit. A spirit that's a fan. And he's excited. And if they're that excited, that means they're going to meet you one-on-one. In fact, they're going to be the one to welcome your soul. Being an actor doesn't mean you're going to go, you're only popular in the realm of human being. In hell and in heaven, you're popular. And if you're loved in both places also.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So it's a very big deal to sign. It's not just an ordinary contract. You're going to have fans in realms you will not believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the spirit was in his costume, dancing and calling his name. Even said, my love.
Ooh.
Then,
Now that's shocking.
Then I watched Dr. 9120.
Yeah.
An old
Yeah, I remember.
cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
Then the doctor was doing his regular talking about this. Then he dropped a drug on the table like this. And the name was turned to the camera. Then my spirit just said, that is the drug that will kill him. That was an anesthesia to sleep when there's surgery. Michael Jackson was given an overdose anesthesia to sleep because he couldn't sleep. And that's how he just died.
Yeah.
So, but when I got that message, I went to the embassy. American embassy. Yes, as young as I was. I went to the embassy.
You were quite audacious.
Board boss. You never know me. I board boss. CMS. Fabiana Ba. So my two. Board boss. CMS. It was that bad that some people who are really, really old in that my two bus stop know my face. Wow. I've been boarding bus from coming to this Victoria Island. Coming to this Victoria Island. To the island.
Yeah.
I got to the American embassy in Walter Carrington Street. I've been in Walter Carrington Street for so many years. Even the security marked my face. Although they've changed security over the years, but they still marked my face. I went to them and said, sorry, excuse me, but some American celebrities, Michael Jackson first, is about to die. And this is how you're going to die. He said, sorry, do you have an appointment to see anybody? I said, please, if I can get anybody inside this embassy that can come and at least just hear me, then give the message to them. Sorry, if you don't have any appointments, you cannot see anybody. I said, calm down. This celebrity is about to die, and some are coming after him too. Many will die after him. Oh. Sorry, if you don't have an appointment, you cannot see anybody.
Do you think they thought so because of how you looked, or because you think
No, there's nothing. No. What are you saying? In Nigeria, every security firm at the gate must demand for an appointment. Well, no matter what you're coming for, you must have an appointment. It's the protocol of the whole nation. There's no emergency meeting.
That's true.
There is no emergency meeting. It's the protocol of everywhere. You must have an appointment.
That's true.
Who do you want to see? If you like be standing with fire on your head, who do you want to see?
Who do you want to see? Do you have an appointment?
Yeah, there's nothing like an emergency. So That was it. I turned.
The whole death.
Yeah.
I'm getting scared.
I walked away. Then, one after the other, list just came in. Whitney Houston. Then I said, how is it going to happen? She's going to drown in a bathtub after a drug overdose. Then, Robin Williams. I said, over the years, Robin Williams made the whole world laugh. But I could see depression in his eyes. I knew he was depressed. I knew he was sad. Then after he did one kind of weird movie about the afterlife, I knew he was going to kill himself. Then I said, Robin Williams, suicide. Patrick Swayze, illness, a terminal illness that just came from nowhere. Michael Jackson, because of he wanted to sleep. And Whitney Houston's daughter, the same way Whitney Houston died. And that she would repeat her daughter, her mother's destiny. And who else?
You mentioned that green.
Fast and Furious. No, I'm talking about America now.
Okay,
Fast and Furious actor who died in a car accident because of the lifestyle of driving Fast and Furious. And that was it. And so, but I could not get the information across. So what I did was this. Larry King Live of CNN. I sent his website, the full list of the American celebrities that are going to die one after the other.
You sent it to him.
And how they were going to die. But guess what? That's the wrong thing to do because if you cannot send an email to a website, it will crash the website down. It may deliver, it may not be delivered, but it will crash the website down. I don't know how is that possible, but it will. You can only send to an email
address.
But I was desperate. They were, all the whole media firms do not put a contact link. No matter the emergency, they don't put a contact link. I Googled CNN so much. I even tried using iReports. But what I want to use it, the protocol was just too hard and too confusing. So I just sent it to like King Clive and said, oh, that's what I can do. Then later, I didn't know what to do. I sent it to Oprah Winfrey Show. No email. I sent it to Oprah Winfrey Show. Websites. Direct. Straight to websites.
You didn't still go through.
It crashed both of them's website. And they came on national television station to announce that somebody sent them a mail that crashed their website. Wow. I said that to God who made me.
And
Oprah Winfrey and Larry King Live came on television because we had DSTV, my family. So I could watch what's going on in America. They came and announced on their shows that somebody sends a mail to their website and crashed it, and it was me. I was like, what's going on? I'm over here, you're over there, and see what I did. That was it.
That's crazy.
And one after the other, the celebrities died one after the other.
That's, like I said, this whole death talk is a little weird.
Yeah, then
It's a little weird.
Then the ones I want was Omaomi. Now, Omaomi, when she first started, was known for her short skirts and her short gowns. In her album cover, she wore a short skirt, a short gown. Then I was already exposed mentally, so I could see what's going on that was not really going on. There was a spirit under her poking her. And a silent voice just came, an ovarian issue. So I went on Lagos again, on the move. We have to warn her, Mama, because I loved her.
You went to warn her?
I went to warn her on a mission. On a mission to warn Omaomi because I loved Omaomi. So I met her best friend instead. There's a DJ, I don't remember his name, but he was the era when DJ Jimmy Jazz was trending. He was big on the big side fast, and he had dreads and he was very dark. He had dreads. I don't know his name.
I think it's humility.
He had dreads.
He's big.
Yeah, he's big.
And he had dreadlock.
Yeah.
He was friends of Maomi. They were real good friends. Now, in Palm Shopping Mall, they had an event.
Okay.
And I had this gut feeling to go to Palm Shopping Mall. That I would get that message from Maomi. But that was after that Green died. But I could not get... I I don't know whether I met him somewhere, but I was looking down one because I saw a video of his boys and him. They all were holding like baseball bats. I was like,
you didn't want any.
if you walk into this crowd, that baseball bats go turn you to sandpaper for the ground. Oh, not try nigga, not try I was like, what do I do now? How am I going to warn this guy with this kind of party and this kind of friends? How am I going to warn this guy? How am I going to honestly warn this guy to at least stay off driving for now before something happens to him? How am I going to warn such a person when his whole life is built on men, masculinity, and real masculinity, and they ain't going to take shit from nobody? How am I going to warn that kind of person? Coming and do like, how am I going to do it? Who's going to listen? So I had no choice. Not that I had no choice, but I didn't know how to do it. I did not know how to do it. That was pure suicide. I want cats walk, go meet that green, say, oh, you won't die soon. No, I'll be the one to die that soon.
But then, at what age did you find out that you had this ability
to see?
At what
As a
age
seer.
did you find out?
I think 3 or 2 or 4.
Wow.
When I gave my dad his own idea.
And it worked for him.
Nope, he didn't listen to it and he changed the course of his destiny.
Oh, wow.
My dad put on this particular color suit, brown, light brown, in a photo shoot, which I saw. Now, my dad had this amazing figure. He was tall, broad shoulders, light skin, and beautiful head full of hair. My dad was macho. He would walk the walk and talk the talk. My dad could hold his briefcase and do which kind of fine man is this? What the heck is this? But whenever he puts on a suit, he would stand out in that crowd. Wow. My dad could be in the midst of 1,000 people and look like the most prominent person right there just because he was in a suit. And I just said to him, Daddy, since you look so good in a suit, I bet why not become a suit designer? I will be your manager. Because he was a civil servant in the Federal Ministry of Education.
Oh.
That was not going well. So I said, become a suit designer. I'll be your sales boy. Don't worry, I'll handle the rest. You will look so good in suits. And guess what? My dad was designing his own suits. Oh. He had a tailor where he would go meet, give the fabric, give the details, give the design, and he would do it for him.
He
even took me down to the tailor. I told that tailor, the tailor had a son. I told that son and the tailor, I said, see, this thing went and they do for my papa. Now money be this and I know. They laughed. They said, how did you know? I said, forget say I be small picking. This thing, where that they do? Now money be this. And I told them now, since my dad, I gave him this idea for all of you to partner and let him be the designer, you the tailor, and as a brand, and I can be your spokesperson. I can enter television and talk. I'll be your sales boy. I go be your model. More push this forward. I said, they was looking at me like, which kind of small picking be this?
But they didn't listen.
My dad was like, forget.
So that was when you actually found out that
you could see.
Yeah, I could see your future.
Wow.
I could see your future. I know what to be tangible for you just by looking at you.
Can you still do that now?
Exactly.
You think you can still do that now?
God took it out of me because
Nigerians don't want to listen to it.
They didn't want to listen to it. I went to Wazobia, I went to NTA, I went to all the media firms, and it was, if you don't have appointments, you cannot see anybody. Then the last person I warned was Mama G. I met her at trade fair markets. I was there with my apprentice back then doing the makeup business. I went to go buy some makeup for my apprentice. And she just walked into the store and everybody was hailing her. And I was star-struck. I was looking like, oh my God, I've been obsessed with this one. Because I loved her music. Do you understand? Back then it was... oh God, this song had disappeared from my head, oh. But her smile and the way she sung that song was amazing. It was fantastic. And watching Toto DK dance along to a music video.
I final
Life
song.
that turn by turn. Oh my God. Oh, she was. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whenever I was depressed and they played that song, I would just lose control and dance to it. I loved her. So the message was that she was always on long trips to locations. And she was getting old. She was getting older.
Yeah.
So the thing was, she was either going to lose brakes or something and have an accident. So, but before I gave her the message, she looked at me like this. You be homo? That's the first thing
She
that
said
came out.
that.
That's the first thing that came out of my mouth.
Oh, wow.
They now said, Madam, with all due respect, you're exposed more than all these Nigerians, even more than your daughter. Do you understand? You don't see the world. You know, be real, Mo, calm down. She just laughed. And she sat next to me and said, what is your name? Because she knew what I was talking about. Because every Nigerian has traveled out of the country know who is really gay. Because they've seen what gay is really all about. So they don't judge anybody, but just play along just to be safe with Nigerians. But those who leave the shores of Nigeria to advanced country where homosexuality is legal, they see different categories of the real gay. And they know what is gay, really, really gay. So that's why you see some of them don't judging some kind of people. Don't get confused. Doesn't mean they're bi or they're lesbian or they're this. They've exposed themselves to the real gay culture. So they know who is really gay and they know who's just gender confused.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now,
If the police and some way people are calling them, oh, the police this, they're doing this, how come they're not arrested? Because of one thing. A boy girl has never been arrested for any other crime. The only thing he does is being a boy girl and whatever. They are the ones that don't commit crime. They're not your fraudsters, they're not your kidnappers, they're not your ritualists, they're not your 419ers, they don't, EFCC has never arrested any of them. All they want is just, hey girl! They just want to dance, have fun.
And be happy.
So, and be happy. Like Chulo. Timaya saying the same thing. Chulo just wants to have fun. Do you understand?
I'm sure you get that question a lot, even till now.
Yeah. But the thing about it is that some of these Nigerians who become, shall I say, friendly to effeminate men, is what they've realized over the time that these people don't even commit any crime apart from being themselves.
They just want to be themselves.
They just want to exist.
They don't commit any crime apart from being themselves. The whole media, the whole police, the whole this, if they show some kind of acceptance, I wouldn't say acceptance, but some kind of normalism and coming close to such, because they've noticed that they just want to have fun. The only crime they commit is themselves. You will never hear them rape. You will never hear them ritual. You will never hear them AFCC crimes. You will never hear them doing. They're respectful to the elderly. They love children. They're never child molesters. They're never abusers of the society. They're never. They don't ruin infrastructure. They never embezzle. They never like disrupt anything good. They don't abduct people. They don't use people for rituals. They never deceive or anything. The only thing they do is just
But you made a statement earlier that they are just gender confused. So what do you consider yourself as then?
But I was gender confused.
Okay, you were gender confused.
I was able to do one thing after being in like introduced to Yaba Psychiatric Hospital.
Okay.
Now, I noticed one thing. I was behaving like a girl, behaving like a guy. And I had different kind of voices. It scared the hell out of me. I knew I could talk like a guy, talk like a girl, behave like a guy, behave like a girl. It was confusing. I had splits in personalities. I was feminine and masculine. So until I got the knowledge that it was all about gender confusion and hormones confusion. Now, in the male system, there's something called testosterone. And in the female system, there's something called estrogen. Is your hormonal balance. Now, there's sometimes an imbalance or a perfect balance. Let me explain one thing. Now, you see this big boss next to me right here. There is a percentage of your testosterone that will make you or break you. Now, his look and his entire being may get this hints of jealousy from other men because they find him too manly. And sometimes they wonder why they are not as manly as him. Because we are all men. So what's going on? Why not get this guy bones? Why not get this guy bones? Why not get his finger when strong like this? Why this guy just like, man, me I can't be like Bolo. What's up now?
Yeah.
That's the percentage of the testosterone.
In
Now,
him.
some men, unlike him, was born with muscles, even without working out.
Yeah, true.
You know all those boys that are just macho from nowhere, like him. Macho from nowhere. They don't lift small cardboard team, but muscle day. Leg na akpu.
I didn't expect that part.
You get? That's, like it or not, but that's a very large percent of testosterone, the male hormone gland.
Yeah.
Once it's like balanced and healthy, everything about you will be masculinity. Even your sex desire.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Your structure, your hair growth, your totality as a man, your being as a man,
Will be very
your
masculine.
mind, your approach, how your brain works, even down to your skin, even down to your fingers,
Fingernails.
will just be all the way it is if it's balanced. Now, sometimes if it's not balanced, to an extent, it may affect you in your body mass. That's why you see some men that are very frail looking but still masculine. Why you see some men that are too scrawny and no matter what they do, they don't put on weight. Or why you see some men that have man boobs. Or why you see some men that they have such amazing nails, like girls.
Yeah.
Very beautiful nails. Or then you see some men that look too overly cute.
Yeah.
Or when you see some men that don't feel man enough. That they're just too gentle and too tender. It is an hormonal balance.
Okay.
Also, when you see men that are feminine, those are men that have dosage of estrogen in their system.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
when
it.
in biology class, when they taught us about the X and Y,
Yes.
and how sometimes how there's a mix-up, and that's when the homophrat is born.
Yes.
They didn't really tell you that even a behavioral pattern can also be born by that mix-up.
Okay. So
Now,
that's-
as a male and as a female, you could get the mix-up of the opposite gland in your gland that can make you
Behave like
Behave
like the
this.
opposite.
female.
Behave like this.
As a female, you could have testosterone.
yes. That
Yeah.
makes
Now,
you behave.
depend on the level.
Yeah.
Now, it could be a 50-50 thing that you find yourself being a switch. What I mean by that is that you can be feminine and masculine.
masculine.
I thought you hear, I can do both. I can do both.
Yeah.
I thought you can see like a girl that can be a tomboy and a girly girl.
Yeah.
But it depends on the percentage. Sometimes it's 100% that your estrogen does not even exist. And so you see really aggressive looking women, strong, those one that can wrestle you and drink a full bottle of stout.
Yeah.
Not shaking.
They'll take your deck down.
Down and ask for more.
Oh my goodness.
So like
it's
you
the
said,
For
percentage.
you, for you,
yeah.
what was it for you?
Okay, my diagnosis was that it was identity issues.
Okay.
So that was sorted out. And I could now control it and it not controlling me. That's why you see some feminine men that are actually feminine uncontrollably.
They can't switch.
They can't switch. They can't
switch at
switch.
all.
So to the point that people are now even saying, "Oh, this one's a real boy, girl." Emeka, I don't know what is wrong with him. Whether he's doing it for money, I don't know what's wrong
Yeah,
with him.
I see people say that. Yeah. I think people have said that.
because-
You can switch
Yeah.
at any time. Yes.
Perfectly.
There is a kind of hormone that makes you switch. There's a kind that keeps you in that balance until you want to become trans. Yes. There's a percentage of your hormone that you will not like your body. That every site of your privates, you want the opposite.
Irritates you. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a percentage of estrogen and testosterone that, let me say that if you've got 99% of estrogen in your body as a male, you're going to cut off your dick and turn it to a vagina. Sorry for that. I'm sorry for that language. But you are going to change into a woman. You cannot stand it.
So you think
there are
that's why?
stories where
Because of too
some
much
will
power.
cry in rooms that they don't want to be a man.
They don't want to be in this body.
That's because of.
I only feel like this happens more in the other part of the world when children always cry. Like, oh, Dad, I don't want to be a boy.
Hey,
No.
girl,
No,
that kind of thing.
It happens everywhere.
It happens everywhere, but
So
it's
do
just
you
that
think
it's just
that's
that culture
why-
will silence it.
Do you think that's why
yeah.
people actually now go and become trans?
It starts from the hormone. It starts from the hormone. Now, instead of some of you do one thing, you carry your cane and you beat the hell out of that child, thinking you're just being so ignorantly stupid. It's a hormonal imbalance. All you have to do, if you don't want it and the child does not want it, take that child to a hormonal clinic.
Okay.
There's a hormonal clinic.
treatment.
There is a hormonal clinic.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
Where
you got hormonal treatment, yeah?
Just injections of testosterone
Okay,
in
so
that
they
male
balance
that
it
has
out.
estrogen balances
Balance
out.
it.
Just injections of estrogen in that female
that
will
has
balance
it
it out.
out.
It's as simple as that.
Oh, wow.
But the beauty about it is that it's now what is used to become the opposite gender.
They overuse it.
Not
No,
over, you're not
they'll
understanding
now
it.
use the-
they now use the hormone. No,
to-
it's not,
to change
it's not the world
themselves.
to use
Okay,
it
to
become-
balance
to make yourself
things,
how
yeah.
you would
You're
you will be
supposed to be.
accepted.
They now
Yeah.
use it to change.
change.
That's
Do
what
you
they now use to do the
Yeah.
transgender.
It's like saying you can take estrogen into your testosterone to kill it. So you become 100% estrogen. But that same technique can be used for more testosterone to kill the estrogen.
Oh, wow. Oh,
So it's not a thing, but it's not about the whole world is different now. But what I would say is this: if you have a child who's effeminate and a boy, you're scared for that boy's life because of the culture, the people, the country you're in. You're so scared. Just take it for hormonal balance.
Oh, wow.
There's a hormonal clinic everywhere. In every clinic, there's a hormonal department where they can just different injections. And that child will never remember they were behaving like a girl in the first place. Never.
Wow.
It will be
This is
erased from
gold,
memory.
though.
I'm telling
Never
you.
remember.
Premium information.
If you're
Never heard
a
of this.
girl, if you're a girl behaving like a guy, and you don't, or if you have a sister somewhere behaving like a guy, and you're so scared what's going to happen to her because of the world, because of those kind of people, experience 100% hit wherever they go. Don't let all those countries deceive you.
Oh, wow.
Even countries that legalize homosexuality still go through that hate. On a daily basis, there are trans that were shot to death. There were trans that were shot to death.
Yeah, true.
So let's not deceive ourselves. If you just want your loved one to be safe, and your loved one also wants to be safe, get a hormone treatment.
Now, you said something that when you were 16, you were already facing depression. Was it because a lot of people were showing these rejections? Like,
Yeah,
was
because
it because
those
of
same
the
people
hormonal
I
issue?
wanted to save.
Oh,
They want
rejected
it.
you.
How would a 6-year-old boy do when he's trying to tell you that you go to but you don't want to hear him? Even don't want to you tell him. Then what was going to do? How would I weigh down my conscience that
And that was
someone's about
affecting you. It was
affecting you
weighing you
mentally.
down.
I couldn't bear it. And that was it. So, but when I met Mama G, I after that, she sat next to me and I told her who I was and told her I'm a seer, that I give messages on love projection and all that. And I said, madam, you go on long journeys on your way to locations. Please stop that because I see you having an accident and losing your life and all of that. She just went like this. God bless you. Hey, what are you saying, my darling?
Oh. It is well.
Mm.
Oh,
They didn't just want me. I don't know why. They didn't just want me.
So to
just want
sort
me.
of like say tie things together,
Yeah.
how has it been so far on your rise to fame?
yeah.
Social media, thanks to guys like you, I have it on lockdown. But mass media is the main cocoa.
And you want
if
to
I can
break
be
into
on mass media, if body coke, I just do the right thing, just to call me. I don't need your money. Just call me and put me on video and say yes. It's not a lie.
Oh.
Emeka gave me this idea. It's
Okay.
over.
That's
So
all
you just want them to have to
It's
confirm
over.
things.
That's all you
It's
want.
over. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you know what I could make from getting that kind of
Is there no way for you to find evidence to show the world?
No,
that
I
this
will
thing
not.
is
I will
actually-
not do that
verbal.
like that. I will not do that. Even if there's evidence or no evidence, I will know that because if they don't want to, and they don't want to, let them just leave it around.
Okay.
So they should just
Nobody likes
They
a boy
should
girl, I
come out
guess.
to agree with you, not you proving it to them.
They should come out. But those who were in my same school, Federal Government College, Janikida, knew us. Oh, any of you that were there when I was talking to them, the vice principal that was there, when I was talking to Wandiko, his mom, his younger brother, Don Jass's younger sister. The younger sister was not in the school when her brother was in the school, but they don't know. They don't know. I don't know why they are just doing this. But anyway, nobody likes a boy girl, I guess. Nobody likes a boy girl.
I believe that right now we're going to actually, hopefully, get that attention, get that.
Let's see where it goes.
Spoken of.
Because it's almost like you've thrown it open and you're waiting for them to
them to
come
just say
and
it.
answer.
Exactly.
Because honestly, when I saw that video, I thought to myself, why has nobody responded
Yes,
to
same
this?
thoughts, actually.
Nobody likes a boy girl.
You've seen it.
But you've shown that you are not just a boy girl.
Yeah,
You've shown
I've
that
seen
you are
videos
talented.
where you said you're no longer gonna play the girly thing.
Abby?
Yeah.
But what inspired?
What
Because
is- what
your
made
first
you
video
make
I
that
saw was
decision?
very
Yeah, the crop top.
girly.
And I didn't like it.
And I was like,
Yes.
the crop top, and he was dancing. I was like, how be this, man?
But the thing about it is that we always get the who be this, what be this. But yet, there's still a view.
You know, people will always
Words.
say something.
You
People
don't.
will always
You
talk.
have viewed it.
Exactly.
You can.
Yes.
You may insult him.
But
you may
you
say
view
whatever.
it.
But you
But
still
you
view
viewed
it.
it. You've
Yes.
commented.
And the
You've
view is
liked
always
it.
going in millions and thousands and hundreds of thousands. So that view is what makes the creator make his money.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care about the comments or what you think. That view. Nigerians don't like the boy girl character, but they love to view. They view all the time. You can be scrolling to, but once you spot a boy girl, you watch her.
You'll stop. You watch
Yeah.
it.
watch her.
Yes.
You don't like it, but you love to watch it. You hate watching it, but you watch it. You disgusted, you want to vomit. You won't write the comment, disgusting,
But you
But
watch
you still watch it.
Aye.
Nigerians, you push your
100%.
Nigerians outside the comment section.
Wait. SK, God bless his heart, is angry about this. The same Nigeria you're trying to say save our society are the same ones that did not even want to watch you and the rest of every normal person.
Ooh,
You see
shade
Nigerians.
strong.
You see Nigerians. It's the truth. There's over 1 billion male comedians doing their thing with their blood, sweats, and tears
But
on
until they dress like a woman.
on so many platforms, doing their thing like say they go die the next second. There was one that drowned on just the content. Some have had serious health scares on their content. Some put their if you see SK's contents, just scroll and watch. See dedication, perseverance,
The way he
determination,
talks.
passion. Putting all his foot into it, all his heart into it. But Nigerians don't watch. Once it's what's a boy girl.
They will go and watch that one.
Don't mind those comments, oh. Don't mind save our society. Oh, we don't like these people. We don't like these people. But you go watch them.
He will even post.
Then the people that are actually promoting your society, you will not,
You will not
watch,
watch
them.
them. Nigerians,
How we
answer.
do.
Well,
Carry the camera. Come. Answer. Come and answer the question. Because I don't understand. It's very like you see people until they dress like a woman.
Before you
get
get
their
attention. All the comedians
That's
have
why
to do
comedians
that
are
same
dressing
thing.
like women.
You call them a gay, but if they don't do their gay, you don't watch. You go watch.
Drag
If
them
this
well,
macho
well.
guy wears a crop top, that he will get 1 million views.
Yes,
true. Try it.
try it.
I swear.
Put on a crop top.
Thing.
Yes.
You go watch. Ibru did the same thing. All the iconic comedians had to go in that route because they were losing attention. Because once you put that wig, how much did they watch?
Aye.
That's true. Nigerians do better.
I don't understand.
We need to do better.
We really.
Why do you
But
think?
it's the
Why
truth
do you
to
think
ourselves.
movie producers once one drag comedian who drags. Once they do one promotion, they check. It's called ratings.
Yeah.
Once they check the ratings,
They stick to it.
They stick to it too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They stick to it.
It works.
And that's why now we have a lot of comedians who
Everybody
their
wants to make their
persona
money.
Yes,
is a
that
woman.
feminine
It's a
thing.
drag
Yeah.
personality.
What do you want them to do? They dress normal, you don't watch
You don't
them.
want them. They go
You don't
the
want,
other
you
route,
don't find
pick
it funny.
them.
There's over 1 billion male comedians doing their
don't
thing
watch.
on every platform. Nobody cares. But once you see a cross dresser, you go run there.
Huh?
You go put there your normal disgusting. But you go
But
still
you're
go
watching.
there. Why did you go there? If it's so disgusting, you're supposed to scroll. But you would go there, like, share, comments.
Even follow.
And follow.
follow.
Exactly, so that you see it
can
again.
see more.
Tell your friend, and
again.
tell your-
What's going on?
Yeah, when you
And you even do
And
like
tell your friend.
Tell your friend.
Tell your friend.
You give referrals. You give referrals.
But then,
And yet you still come out and say save our society.
Emeka, speaking of SK, yeah, you mentioned him. How did you handle that whole
Yeah, that
Yeah,
episode?
exactly.
Yeah,
That episode.
whole thing.
Let me call it an episode.
That whole
Yeah.
thing.
How did you handle
Because
that
the talk of the
episode?
country.
Yes.
It was the talk of the country, man.
Yeah.
He said so many things.
Oh, that shower.
Hey.
Ha! Odogwu. A demon from hellfire. Say they brought it from relegation. Say I be that shower. Say Bobrisky, let walk where they. Say no man fit do what I fit do. Say I be Odogwu.
He said that.
In the same Lagos.
Did you respond?
Yeah, that's
I was shocked. I was like, I'm not as feminine as James Brown. I'm not as feminine as Bobrisky. I don't really cross-dress. All I do is just a crop top. And I refuse to wear a wig. I don't wear a wig.
You don't.
I just wear a crop top and a short nika. And sometimes I must make sure I bring out my boxers. So
Yeah.
to tell you what I'm not wearing and wearing a man's
Yes,
pants.
that you're a guy.
That's true. He always
Yeah.
brings out his boxers.
See my shoulder now. I get man shoulder.
You do.
I don't know what this man is saying.
Mouthpiece, I beg, help me check that shoulder. and that
No,
hand.
no, man, shoulder. I don't feel him. I don't feel him.
shoulder.
Okay.
So I don't know what this man they see. He say I pass Bobrisky. With Bobrisky's skin,
Yeah.
with his shape,
Yeah.
with in character,
every-
with every.
No, just not every.
Come and see my dress.
Now me even
Not be
find
only my
pass.
face, my body fat. With all of that, how?
Well,
I was shocked.
Wow.
but why didn't you respond?
Yeah, I was waiting for your response,
Why did-
sincerely.
actually, I was
Nigerians were actually waiting for your
We are
response.
waiting for your
I was
response.
shocked. But one thing they say is that beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
Word.
Now, every femininity, no matter the gender, does not have that eye to behold their beauty. But the opposite gender, the male, the eye of the male is very different. What they see, you can never see. Never, ever, 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 ever. Ever, 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 ever. Men are very visual human beings. Very visual. They see every detail.
So do you think he was seeing the
I don't know.
feminine part
I don't
of you?
know.
Maybe
was
some
he being
more
a
of the
drag?
feminine part, and he couldn't
The way you were
Was he
shaking your
being a
body.
As
I don't
feminine-
know.
I'm not as feminine as the rest. But I don't get where he's coming from. He said, I am more dangerous than
To
the
the
rest.
society.
I am more dangerous.
Or was it because you were actually trending this period? So he
Yeah,
just
maybe the way you
decided
made
to
it
pick
hop
on
on
you.
your trend. Was he hopping on your trend?
No, I won't say that at all.
Okay.
Because I have a recording in one of his videos when he was explaining who I was.
Okay.
I had to put it as a post and put a reply on my TikTok where he stated, and I quote, Emeka is very dangerous. Come and listen. Emeka needs to be checkmated. EmekaTheStar needs to be checkmated. EmekaTheStar, they bring her from relegation. Now, if you Google that word relegation,
Yeah, I understand.
study that word. I was like, I see EmekaTheStar don't day. See, all this one Bobrisky they do. We don't reach EmekaTheStar. See, EmekaTheStar, now demon.
Then you begin to wonder where did all
Did
this
you
come
have a
from?
relationship? Did you have a
Do you
relationship?
know him before?
No, this guy. I've never met him in my life.
Wow.
And he said, the last ending of what he said really shocked me. He said, no man can do what EmekaTheStar can do. I was like, who is this guy?
From where? Where's that
where
coming
to
from?
where?
I don't understand.
And Nigerians are really surprised that you did not
He
reply.
scared the hell out of me.
So you were
He scared me. He scared me. I couldn't sleep at night. I was like, me.
Was that the reason why you deliberately did not reply?
Yeah.
I'm dealing with mental issues. How do I reply to someone calling
That's
me a
trying to
demon?
push you back
That's
into
a lot.
where you came out from.
Exactly. I've been depressed from age 16 and landed in Yaba Psychiatric Hospital at 19. I'm dealing with mental issues. How am I supposed to respond to that? Do you want to spin me back into
Exactly. You just have a
oblivion?
spiral.
You want me to get depressed and I'm battling depression. I take antidepressant every month.
Oh, till now.
Every month up to now. Even till I've been taking this since I was 19, and I take it up to 40, and I'm still going to take it for the rest of my life. So how do you want me to cope? How do you want me to respond to that? When someone says, I'm a demon in the most religious countries of the world.
That's
One of the most
true.
religious countries of the world. You call a person a demon. How am I supposed to handle that? I had to just pack my bag, put the crop top, burn it, and stay like this.
Oh, so you're not
Sparkle
wearing that
woman.
no more?
That my pink
That's what
crop
drew
top.
me to your videos.
I'm not. It don't do.
Oh, wow.
It don't do.
So you will not dress
Not
that way anymore.
anymore.
In the most religious countries of the world, somebody does not attack me for femininity alone, but says I'm a demon. That's
You
over.
pass, right?
It's over.
Wow.
I've lost a lot of people on my social media platform. All my contents are getting low views.
Because
Because that's what
that's what
It's
many
what they
people
love.
say.
It's what they saw. It's what they came on board
Yeah.
for. So I'm losing people right now. But the weird thing about it is that they did not unfollow me because they want to watch all those old videos over and over and over again.
And they still want to see what is
What
coming
would
in the
come?
future.
We are curious.
Well, 5
But
Media
now-
has brought him here.
and you guys are
So
seeing
you
the
don't
answer.
see yourself wearing a crop top anymore.
anymore.
No, it's over. It's over.
Oh.
Done with
That
that.
phase is over.
It's over.
Oh, wow.
I've gotten the attention I need. So I think
You're
it's
just
how
gonna
I use
ride
the
on
attention
it.
that matters.
That matters.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
You're so strong, honestly.
Thank you.
Speaking about everything that you've been through
From 16.
childhood
Till date.
honestly.
Alert.
The people who you have met and helped allegedly, and then waiting for them to. You've been waiting this
their
long
response.
for a
Exactly.
response for them
Just
to just
patiently wait.
validate
And just like he
all
said, he
you've been
doesn't
saying.
even need their money.
Just
He just
their
needs them to
Like-
validate it. That's all. And this is a charge. If you know that he's lying, speak up.
Speak up.
If you
Exactly.
know he's
Say
saying the
something.
truth,
Speak
say
up.
something. Honestly, we just need people, because I know in the comment section I'm saying things like, you know all these people.
Why are
Then
they
you
not
stay for
coming
Taco
out?
House.
Yeah.
You know all these people. Now they never talk, and they are all quiet. Everybody is quiet. So please speak
Please,
up.
guys, speak
This is
up.
an opportunity. You can come to 5 Screens Media and say your own side of
Of
the
this
story.
exactly.
You can comment under this video.
Exactly.
Tell us
and
your
tell us your
own.
side of the
Exactly.
story. We are here for that. And so to tie things together, I want to thank myself for being here, the Gen Z of the house. I also want to thank the Ankara Queen.
Thank you, my
And
darling.
Edafe the Mouthpiece.
Gracias.
And our star of the day,
Yeah.
EmekaTheStar.
No, this is how he calls himself. Emeka the Star.
Loud on the star.
Yes, loud on it. Big, we're really big on that star. And this
Thank
is
you.
your time to shine.
Yeah.
You
You're
are
gonna
already
shine.
in stardom. This is
Amen.
your time to shine.
Amen.
We are proud of all you've done. We are
Thank
proud
you.
of how
Exactly.
far you've come
Exactly.
this far.
Despite everything,
You are here
you're still
now,
standing.
and you are going somewhere.
Amen.
Age is not going to hold you back.
No
It's
way.
just a number. You don't even look your age.
At
Come
all.
on. But then, I'm curious.
What's that?
This may come out weird,
What's that?
but don't you want to have children?
Okay. Yeah. I never thought of that.
It may come
There's a movie called 101 Dimension,
Okay.
where there's a story of a dog that had polka dots, white and black. And the whole story. I saw that movie as a child. I wanted that. I wanted a battalion of children. And I still do. So rest your mind. I'm just trying to get the money I need.
Oh,
And I
you're gonna
will
have
get
kids.
a large sum of them.
So you're gonna adopt kids.
No,
you're
no,
you're
no.
gonna get
He's going to
married
have
and have children.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Many
nice.
as possible.
That's
Wow.
nice.
Okay.
Nigerians, hope you people have heard. Now,
More
carry
things
the
to
camera
anticipate.
Film and where. He is not what you think.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I'm not going to say the word, but he has finally answered that question. He wants children.
Yeah, and he's not adopting them.
He's going to make children.
And nurture them.
Anyways, thank you for
you
coming
so
on today. Like we were saying, you're so strong.
Thank you.
And so we want to thank our amazing sponsors, Eichel Gas and Uwawa Restaurant and
80s Glam.
Thank you for making this episode possible. And we want to say
Bye.